The biggest question that we have to ask ourselves as we're on our mission trying to achieve our big goals is not what are we getting? What's the material outcome or result of all of this hard work? The question is, who does this have me becoming? Who am I becoming as a result of all this action that I'm taking? All the time I spend studying and learning, all of the people that I'm around, who do they have me becoming? Who am I becoming? And do I like who I am becoming? Because you can lose everything. All your material possessions can get swept away. All your friends and family, they could leave you or abandon you. It's unlikely, but it could happen. You could run out of resources and get into a financial crisis. But you're always going to have to go to sleep at night, and you're going to have your own mind, your own conscience to deal with. Every time. There's no escaping that. You can never run away from you. And so no matter how many places you travel to, and no matter how many different people you've met, you're likely to keep experiencing a similar experience over and over again unless you change you. You see, I traveled the world and experienced different countries, and I worked with so many different people, and I tried many different relationships early in my life, and I realized that, wait a second, it's kind of like I'm on a repeat here. Why am I in a loop? Why is it the same thing every time? Why do I keep eating the same food? Why do I keep meeting people that are so similar to the last person that I met? And how come all of my experiences end up looking alike? Now in my life, they've become much more diverse, and the reason is because I've evolved. My character has changed. But the old saying is true, wherever you go, there you are. And so you cannot run away from yourself. You cannot try to escape your character. And if you feel like you're doing the wrong thing and you're not becoming who you want to become, at the end of the day, no matter how great you are, no matter how much you achieve, you're going to feel miserable. And we really don't want that, do we? We don't want to feel miserable. We want to feel happy, fulfilled, engaged, in love with life, passionate, right? A little bit of fire in the belly. That'd be great. We can have that. All of us. Each of us can have that. Each of us can experience that. But we need to work on the character. And so instead of focusing on what thing you want at the end, think about what you want to be like. Think about how you want the world to receive you and perceive you. Think about what would feel right to you and who really is your ideal self. I always ask myself, if the ideal, perfect version, best version of Raphael turned up to my doorstep and said, hey, here's what I look like. Here's how I talk to people. Here's how I connect. Here's what I spend my time doing. What would he say? What is he doing? Who is he with? That's the real question to ask of yourself. Your ideal version, your best self, the person that you really desire to become. You can be that now. Step into that right now. What would that person do today? And if you act from that place, all your goals and all your worries and all your concerns become very small and insignificant relative to this person that you are. This whole character, this entity, this new, beautiful, engaged, lively version of you. And we can't access that so long as our mind is on, oh, well, I just want that one thing. And once I get that, then I'll be happy. You're stuck forever. If you're still saying to yourself, I can't be happy until I get XYZ, you will not be happy once you get XYZ. You'll find a new XYZ. And that's going to keep going again and again and again. Oh, once I graduate, once I get that job, once I get married, once I have kids, or once I retire, once the kids move out, then I finally will be happy. That's ridiculous. We keep looping and looping and looping and looping. Oh, and once my business is earning, right now I'm only making 6 figures. I want to make 8 figures. You're still the same person. If you keep doing that, that's just a loop. And your experience will feel hollow, and you won't be fulfilled, and it won't mean anything. And I've worked with plenty of clients that are wealthy beyond my imagination and even beyond probably what you think is what anyone could ever spend in a lifetime. But does that mean that they're fulfilled and engaged and happy, creative, and loving their life? No, not at all. It just makes them more of who they are. That's all money ever does. That's really all it can ever do. just make you more of who you already are. So if you're putting off your happiness, if you're not the person that you want to be right now, if you're not pulling that in today, if you're not channeling that in this moment, you keep looping yourself forever. The question to ask is, who am I becoming? The question to ask is, am I a little bit better today than I was yesterday? And what about this evening versus this morning? Because if it's not getting a little bit better, you know what? It's probably getting a little worse. What doesn't improve deteriorates. It's a law, a natural law. You cannot escape it. You will not be the lucky outlier. It just doesn't happen. You have to put in work, and you have to make a decision on who you want to become. And if you're not deliberately pursuing that and acting from that place, I'm telling you, there's a very small chance that you'll ever even be able to enjoy the things that you accomplish. Just because the person that you want to become is likely to have a ton more gratitude, more energy, more liveliness, maybe more approachable, they connect easier with people, they know more people, I don't know. Who is your ideal you? I know that for me, who I am today is a direct reflection of my 18-year-old self saying, this is my ideal me. And of course now, that's exactly who I am. Because I envisioned it and imagined it and started acting from that place as if I was already there. And it's not even acting as if, it's more like taking on those personality traits, just stepping into it. It's a real thing. You have access to all of it. You can be bolder and more confident. And you can be more engaged and more passionate. It's not some weird, distant thing. It's right here for you. It's accessible today. And you can learn and study it and get even better and better and better. But again, the question is, who are you becoming? Because those goals are great. They're all nice and everything. And the people, the relationships, even better. But at the end of the day, who does it have you becoming? Who does it all lead to? Not what. Who will you be at the end of that road? And will you be happy being that person? That's the real question. And if you can figure that out, your life will become a lot easier. All your problems will seem almost insignificant, and getting what you want will be a breeze instead of a struggle.